Hi everyone. This video is brought to you to help anyone, youngsters, um, kindergarten, even younger, or all the way up to teenagers, whomever would like to learn how to print and how to write cursive. I used to teach this to my kids, and this is going to show how to correctly hold a crayon, a pen, a pencil. This is the correct way how to hold anything to write with. Crayon, pencil, pen, what have you. So here we are. Got your hand like this. Do you see how I'm doing this? So when I write, my fingers kind of all mainly this one and this one kind of guide where my pen or writing instrument will go. Okay? So that's important to learn first, how to hold a pen. It's not like this. That will give you cramps. This. This is the correct way to hold a pen. Okay? So when writing, make sure that I've got this. As you see, this is just one of these pads that I got. You can get them anywhere, at any store, pretty much anywhere. Dollar Tree, what have you. But I've got this lined paper here, to make sure you can see this. And then if you flip open the cover, they've got printed writing, printed alphabet. Okay? The printed English alphabet. This is your basic ruled paper. This is not the college rule. College rule is smaller, but this is bigger. The idea here is just to show you how to hold a pen, a pencil, a crayon, and write. Okay? So again, this is how I'm holding this. And you'll notice I don't have it all the way up here. I'm not holding it at the base, up here where the clicker thing is. I'm holding it way down here. I just automatically do this because I've been doing this forever. This is how you hold it, okay? And you can adjust it as needed. You can move this and adjust it as needed, but this is how I hold a pen when I'm writing. Now you see here's the printed alphabet. I also want to show you, and I'm going to do my best because usually I write kind of small, but I'll just use this and I'll show you. I'm going to write hello. Hello. Now, most of the time, this is how I write. So, I just want to show how to do this. So, for the uppercase, cursive handwriting, A, B, C, D, E. Now here's the good one. Here's the F. That is an F. Now G you can do two different ways. Two different ways. You can go like this, G, which could also be a lowercase g. Some people do it like this, or this is a different way. This is kind of a different way that you will see not too often. That is also the English G. These are the two, the same things. That's a G, that's a G. They're capitalized, okay? Now, of course, if you're writing a letter and I'm like saying, I am good. I am good. I am good. So that G looks like this G. The only difference is I made it bigger. I could say good like that, or good. Same word, different G. There you are, G. Let's move on to the H. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Now the Q, you can do this a couple different ways. This is the printed Q, so you can do it like that. But if you're going to do I just wrote a word quick, Q-U-I-C-K. That's a Q. And I'm thinking there's a different way to do the Q. I'm trying to recall how I've done it in the past. I'll have to think of it. I think it's like, it looks like a 2, only backwards, like the number 2. Let me think. Is it a Q? Usually that's how I always do a Q. An uppercase Q. R, S, T is pretty much just, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay? These are all uppercase cursive letters of the English alphabet. Okay? So I'll go into depth on a few of them, but you'll notice how I held my pen and held the paper. Now, if you're a lefty, this is how you hold it. Okay? And then you'd hold the pen. Now, of course, if you're a lefty, you also know that sometimes you smudge. So that's another trick that somebody else is going to have to teach you because I don't know that one. My dad and I have some relatives that are left-handed. I am not. I'm not. I'm not ambidextrous either. So, which means you can write with both hands or whatever, eat, play ball, whatever. Anyway, this is how you do it. So that's just a quick little tutorial. And I'm just going to write some stuff out like, hello. How are you today? Now you'll notice when I'm writing, you see how when you're writing, it's literally halfway. My uppercase letters go from this line to this line. My lowercase letters only go halfway up. Okay? So now you see how I hooked them all together like this. All right? That takes practice, but you can do it. It's totally, you can do this, but it does require practice, just like anything else. But it looks fantastic. I mean, I'm all for printing, that's fine, but when I'm in a hurry, this is what I do because it's just a thing. Now, and my printing is not that great either. It doesn't look so hot. So, um, but here you are. So I'm fine. How are you? Okay. So again, uppercase letters hit both lines. Okay. Lowercase letters are halfway up. Okay. Which is why people usually start with this paper. Okay. Now it's hard for me to write neatly with me holding it up like this, but I will do my best. Okay. Because I can't hold the camera and do this. So let's try here. How my pen does not leave the paper. Okay. How are you today? Now I know this is not, I'm just writing so that you can see and get an idea how this is done. Okay. So I'm just trying to supplement some things that my understanding is that they've been taken off the air and people can't learn how to do some things now that maybe they don't have time to teach their kids. And so, it was very, very easy for me to turn the TV on and have my kids learn how to do stuff like this. And that's going away apparently. So I'm trying to show people this is how you do it. Okay? And pretty much how I'm talking to you is how I talk to my kids, even when they were little. So, because kids are very smart and they understand things, they just need a plain explanation, and this is it. So, and let's see. Kids are smart. Okay? Again, this does take practice. And you don't have going fast ish because I've done this. But just keep at it and keep hitting those lines. You might have to lift up your pen once in a while. I just do it just because, like I said, I'm so used to writing this way. But let's write some other words. Let's write full. Full. Now you notice my uppercase F, and I'll do a lowercase f. Full. Some people will do a lowercase f like this, which that looks a lot better, I think, than this. It's kind of hard for me to write big, but there you are. That looks better than this, I think. What do you think? And please, please comment. Let me know your thoughts. I apologize for the shadow. I am trying to do this while there's sun, but I'm in the shadow, of course. So let's see. Let's write shadow. Shadow. Now, some people will tell you got to go all the way up to the top with the W. I go almost up and then there you go. But that. shadow. Let's write skill. S-K-I-L-L. Skill. Let's write, let's see, cat. C-A-T. Right? And I just capitalized it because why not? Let's write dog. D-O-G. Okay? I should have taken that all the way up to the top. But you get it. Okay? Now here's the difference between a D and a B. That's a B. Okay? That's a B. So let me do the alphabet lowercase in cursive. Okay? So here we go. A, B, oops, I didn't do my thing. I did it wrong. Let's start over. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, see I went all the way down? P, Q, Q. Now here's an R. The R looks a little different. R, that's an R in cursive. That doesn't look like anything else I know. That's an R. S, I'll do the S again. S, here's an uppercase S in cursive. And that's a lowercase. T, U, V, W, X, Y. Here's my Z. Look out for the Z. Z. Let me do the Z again. Started way down here. Z. Zoo. Okay? So there you are. I hope that you like this video. Please like and subscribe. Please hit the like button because that's going to encourage me to do more of these tutorials about writing. I have got some writing. I'll do some printing. I plan on doing videos about colors, letters, words next to the objects. Basically tutorials, things that I used to teach my kids. And as I said, it seems like funding for some of these things is being cut. So this is my mission, is to teach you and maybe have the kiddos watch and have them learn some stuff. And I hope you watch these over and over because you're going to learn a lot. And I'm very, very proud and happy to say my kids did really well in school because I did all of this stuff before. I think I started when they were like 4. They could hold a pencil or a crayon, what have you, well by the time they were 4, and they were reading at 5. So, but my goal is to have you show them these videos so that they can learn too, you know? And since cursive isn't real popular, I guess sometimes, I still think it's important for us to learn. You know, our Declaration of Independence was written in cursive. Okay. So I'm not going to get into that, but that's just, you know, just saying. So, and it's hard to read. It's hard to read, let me tell you. But please like and subscribe to this. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll talk to you very soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye.